guys, Healing Seagoat here, trying a new angle here. Sorry I haven't posted videos in a little bit. I've been going through, and I've been channeling like tower moments stuff. Some pretty big, and then some absolutely silly. One of them was I lost my glasses. And it's something that's on my face 100% of the time. It's so weird to lose it, but I lost them. And one of the lessons there was learning to take care of myself and take self-care and stuff like that. So I clean the house. I don't know why I had this sudden urge after that to just clean everything. I cleaned all my entire house. And then the only thing I had left is to clean my car, but everything else is like spick and span. Even yesterday, that was part of like a little full moon ritual. I ended up saging the entire house. And so today, full moon in Aries, I have a little more. I guess must have been more tired than I thought. Honestly, I'm more so thinking it was the music that kept me asleep, but I ended up taking a nap for 2.5 hours. So some of you may be feeling very tired. For me, I felt more energetic today. I've been really happy actually, and I've been realizing some stuff throughout the day today that kind of had this epiphany, this craziness of, wow, my abundance is coming in. Everything that I've manifested for the past few months, season, are coming in. Like, I just realized it really today, and I'm so grateful for the universe at that point. But anyways, yeah, so like some of you may be feeling like this nice high end energy. And the reason I can honestly say that a lot of people are talking about being drained, irritable, and blah, 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 blah. And the reason I think why some people are feeling like me, like all happy and giddy, is you've really manifested and took care of yourself, self-care, self-healing. But also, like, if we're going to get into astrology, it's a full moon in Aries. Yes, I'm a Capricorn, but my moon sign is in Aries specifically. And for some reason, I've been channeling Mars energy, and I think I've posted this on my Instagram before. I've posted Mars energy, and I've been connecting with Mars energy. But that's what I was suggesting. I think a lot of people who are like myself were channeling that energy and that drive and that passion, and now what's coming in from Mars is action. So really excited about that. I got some decks. We're going to do a full moon reading on the divine masculine, feminine. But we're going to do a little different. So I got a few decks. Well, I was really away. I actually have another one coming in Friday. I got a lot of oracle decks. But I actually have a tarot deck coming in Friday. So it had to come from Italy, I think. Anyways, so let me just show you. First off, the art is just beautiful on these guys. They're actually two different decks. I did my own personal read on them just to put in my energy into these, just to see how I feel with them. And they are phenomenal. I love the energy that comes off. I love the message. It is, if you want to know the decks, it is Gods and Titans and Goddesses and Sirens. These are the oracle books. So I want to read them like before bed. And then of course, I think everyone's seen these. Love oracle cards. I got those. I was channeled to get those. I also got Kuan Yin's Oracle Healing because I wanted to focus on healing aspects for Divine Feminine, which I got. And for some reason I was drawn to these tarot cards. I'll show my next reading. I will be doing your zodiacs for October. So expect those by the end of this week. I wanted to get as close as October as possible. I'll do an overview and then we'll check in on mid-month on how everybody's doing. We're going to do it by the elements like last time, because that would be a lot of videos to be posting on Instagram and YouTube. So we're just going to go by the air sign, water sign, etc. So what I want to do now, these are way too big, honestly, to shuffle. So I'm going to spread those out. And the same thing, I love these cards, do not get me wrong. But my goodness, are they hard to shuffle? Are they hard to actually even put them together like that? Like, you have to be very delicate. Anyhow, excuse me. So like tonight, right now, some of you may be feeling drained, some of you are going healing, some of you have reached out. Now this is just coming through as a channel. Some of you have reached out to your divine masculine and have been rejected. And I'm just going to say this now. This is going to be for a soulmate twin flame reading, but if you're referring as your counterpart, do remember if you go towards the masculine, remember they are the runners and they're not ready, it means you're not ready. And so if they reject you, it means there are some healing needs to be done. If you were hurt by this, definitely some healing needs to be done. Do know that the masculines are going through a lot right now, a lot of purging, a lot of tower moments are happening for them. A lot of them are becoming more awakened. They're now really studying on what's going on with them, like numbers and whatnot. Not all of them know what twin flames are, but you know, they're working on that kind of stuff. So don't just because they're going and they're doing all this stuff and you feel them changing, because I can feel my masculine changing and I feel him differently in a positive way. And just because you feel that stuff, don't go rushing in and be like, oh my God, I love you and let's talk, let's hang out. Do not do that. It is divine timing when this kind of stuff is. Remember, this is all about self-love and development. This isn't about really a romantic relationship, although we do prefer and want this. I understand that, but focus on yourself. If you're still longing for this and you're not actively doing things like working on yourself, then you are stuck and you need to work on that. That's a block and that continues to postpone your union. Same thing for your soulmate. If you're thinking about a soulmate, if they've suddenly like kind of disconnected from you, you got to realize that they're going through some stuff too. They're working on themselves as well. So this guy, obviously, with the shield on the bottom of the deck, very interesting. Balance. So like I was just telling you, they're going through a balancing act. They're trying to balance their energy levels. They're trying to balance their situations at hand. A lot of them are going through things financially, through job, career changes, obstacles. Financially, some of them have had unwanted debt, unwanted things, like court things, and that's what they're dealing with now. So they're just trying to balance out their life at this point. So it kind of feels very Two of Pentacles. And their solar plexus may be a little bit clogged or it's opening up. So they're now becoming more grounded, which is great. And this is going to be for the full moon read. I will post, another one. Feminines. I will post another twin flame read probably in the beginning of October to get kind of an energy of where we're going with October. But as for right now, this will be going till, I will say, to the 5th of October, because for some reason I channeled that yesterday for myself. So to the 5th of October, this energy will be going. The bottom of the Divine Feminine deck is Yamaya, It's hope. And so, like I said, you guys are feeling them differently. They feel different. They feel authentic. They feel familiar. And they've always felt familiar, but like they feel familiar from like the higher up dimensions. Like they're not the same people that they were last year. Very much so different and very mature. And that's kind of giving you that hope. And again, that's probably forcing you some to just sleep and go after them. Do not do that yet. Do not even do that. It's really more so letting them come to you at that point, because they're the ones who are the ones that needed the most healing right now. You got to realize that what we've completed within the year so far, they're completing in a matter of a month, couple months. They have been rushed through a lot of stuff. Give them time. And a lot of people ask, can they help their divine masculines? The answer's, I want to say no. What you can do is send them love and light. That's what you can do. That's what I do every night. When I say a gratitude prayer to the universe, and I send love and light to him every day. And my daughter, of course. And all the people I care for. So that's what I do. That's what you can do. But you cannot try and help them with the situation. First off, because you technically, if you're cross-watching, you're spying. So I mean, that's just like, they're going to wonder why you know some stuff that you shouldn't be knowing. But secondly, it's just more so allowing them to overcome this stuff. If you teach them or try to help them or protect them in these situations, you're not helping them grow. These are to help them grow and to involve themselves, and so they can raise their vibration. You're not helping either situation if you don't, if you do that, if you interfere. And that actually, I feel like, will backtrack you as a divine feminine. Okay, so I know some of you feel that urge. You're feeling very hopeful and you want the urge to reach out, but do restrain yourself and keep focusing on yourself, because that's also a test. That's another tower moment I feel like some people are getting, as I'll say they're getting these urges, and it's a test from the universe. It's this tower that's coming in. There have been multiple tower moments, not only for the masculine, but for the feminine as well. Some big, some small. And just to see how you're handling these situations. If you don't handle them as correctly as you're supposed to, then you will be going through and learning this lesson and healing again. Okay, so it's great to feel that they're changing, but just know that they're changing. Be grateful for it. Let it go. Keep focusing on yourself. Some of you are very hopeful of getting out of a situation too when it comes to, for some reason I just got academics. Maybe you really were studying something you realize you didn't really want to do, and so you're finding a hope to switch that out or switch around to not cause too much financial distress. Some of you are getting out of a long-term career. I mean, you've been at it for years. Career, a total life path change. Tower moment is coming in for that. And some of you, a job loss that has put you on your life path course, and you're feeling very hopeful for it. You may have taken a pay cut, but you're still thriving. You're grateful for this change, no matter what. Okay, so I feel like we gotta do the divine feminine first. Shuffled enough. Okay, so let's get the divine feminine's current energy. Let's go this way. So yes, completing a cycle, which personally I have channeled for myself several times. If I've seen 10, 10, 10, 10, or if I see anything 5, 5, 5, 5, big cycle completions and changes, guys. And that's the major energy for the feminine. They're ending a cycle of, low vibrational energy, of being just constantly down on themselves or focusing on things they shouldn't focus. They're ending these cycles of grief and solitude, and they're becoming more in their power. We are sitting on our throne. We're getting ready to just take control of our lives. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful energy to be in. Let's get the masculines. I'm gonna go on the side here. Like I said, guys, these cards are very huge, beautiful, so worth the size, but you can't shuffle these for sure. Okay, let's get the divine masculine's current energy. There's a few energies, but I only want one. Yes, shape-shifting Cernunos. So they're going through, again, this can even be as a whole together for you guys. You guys are all going through a change right now. Cycles are ending. Things are shifting in your energy. Things that were karmic are now actually escaping from them. They're being unwrapped from these situations, whether it be a job that no longer served them, whether it be a relationship, whether it be family issues. They are actually grabbing hold of these situations and taking care of it. And this is causing them to shape themselves into their higher vibration form. Let's see. We'll get some clarifiers. So this is a classic Rider Tarot deck. Rider Waite. Manifesting. A lot of manifesting right now. So what you're manifesting now, especially on the full moon, you're intense and what you want to release and what you want to receive. That's very strong right now. Because I tell you right now, if you manifest, if you start thinking negatively, guess what? You're going to shape shift into a different direction, and you're not going to want to do that. And you're going to repeat a cycle is what I'm hearing. So you want to make sure your positive vibrations, set your intense, set it on fire, release it, let it go. Okay? Keep manifesting, keep being in these high vibration, guys. I can feel it. It's feeling a bit lighter every day, and I'm really enjoying that. and so personally, and I know you guys got to be too. If you're starting to really just focus on yourself, healing yourself. Some of you are starting new businesses, and that's going to be a cycle for you that's going to be starting. And it'll be some struggles because, I mean, starting a business is never easy. Some of you are also going back to school again. And again, it's going to be having this balance that you need to work on, but you're going to be able to shift this properly. Some of you want to go back to school and major in healing, as well, like I started healing art. Let's see. Let's get clarifiers on the feminine. Oh my goodness. I said cycles. I didn't even say her name. My apologies. So this is Persephone. I'll be honest, I probably pronounced it wrong. And it's her new nose. Alright, so let's get the feminine's current energy clarified. New clear thinking, new thoughts, new developments. No more clouded judgment. After healing, look at that. After a healing session, it's clarity, new insight. One of the tower moments for you guys are epiphanies. They're not something that's just like a tragic moment. What I learned so far, and that's probably a tower moment within itself, is to embrace the tower. And every time I would tell the universe, bring it on, I'm ready for this tower, I'm ready for this tower, I'm ready for it. And the universe said, okay. Multiple towers I got. And like I said, some big, some small. But once you go through them and you ride the energy, you hold it out, and you control what you need to control your emotions, control maintaining high vibration. You get these epiphanies, this energy, this new growth, this development, this clarity on everything. And when you do, you become the King of Wands, the king or queen, the emperor, the empress. You become a high vibrational standpoint of yourself. And that actually will attract communication of positive news and abundance towards you. And that's what this cycle is doing. Your intentions, as long as they're positive, they're going to actually have a positive outcome. For messages from your masculine, from jobs, from school, whatever it is that you're trying to have a goal for and achieve. Or even just, like I said, epiphanies. If you do not vibrate high, your judgment's going to be clouded. For some reason, I'm getting that. And then you're going to still be progress into healing. Let's get the Cernunos. Clarification, please. Yes, they are putting in the work in the physical world. Very focused on their financial issues. Teamwork. For some of them, they may be collaborating with friends on shifting some of their life, or some actually therapy is what I'm seeing as well. Some have gone into therapy. Spiritual therapy is one of the things. Some of them have found church again. One of those, I'm not a religious person, but whatever they find in their spiritual journey, you don't have to be religious to believe in to go to a temple or church. It's just more of a spiritual journey. But what's going on is they're putting work into themselves, putting work into their actual career and their financial area. And what's happening is they're gaining the strength, the courage to evolve and become the emperor, the highest vibration of divine masculine. And they're actually going to want to come out and do communications. They're wanting to move forward with you. They're wanting to move forward with their life into a new adventurer. And they want to communicate that they've been working on themselves to you. But they want to communicate to you. Do not go out to them. That's where I can see it, where you want to just tell them everything. But they're busy on themselves. You're only going to push it back. You're going to postpone if you don't. You're going to postpone your 10 of Cups if you don't. So it's like, just relax and keep focusing on yourself. So this is the energy. Let's get how the divine feminine feels in the physical world towards the masculine emotionally. For some reason, I see this one. Prosperity. They're your everything. They're your other half. They're your mirror. They're your person. You feel on top of the world, that energy. You feel so connected with them lately. You feel like a king and queen. This is Lakshmi. You feel attractive for some reason. I feel like, and I can kind of feel this too, the energy has made you feel more attractive, which is great. And so you feel that you feel so attracted to them lately. Your sacral chakra, my spiritual sex drive is probably enhanced a bit. I will tell you that. That is a very possibility. There's a lot of chakras being opened up to be cleared out, but there's also a lot of energy, and that energy is flowing everywhere. Let's get how the divine masculine feels about the feminine emotionally in this physical world. This one. Odin. Okay. So for some of you, your divine masculine is looking for guidance and finding out, like I said, one of the bottoms of the decks they were looking for something, and it looks like they were looking for guidance, and they're working on something with someone or even themselves on trying to figure out who you are to them. And for them, you could be their person. They feel this connection growing stronger, and they're now trying to do research. And you also, like I said, with this on the bottom of the deck, the Page of Swords, they're doing research. They're trying to guide themselves on who you are to them, because they know that this is more than just, some random person. They even starting to believe there's more than just soulmates at this point. So like some of them have found twin flames. Not all of them have. Do they need to? I mean, not really. They just know that there's a connection there that's guided by the universe, and they want to look more into it. And you can tell, look at the way he stares. You won't see it in the way that I have on the thing, but look at the way he stares in their direction. He's staring and studying what this connection is. Let's get a clarifier for Lakshmi. Prosperity, please. Clarifying. Prosperity, please. Thank you. What is this? Look at that, manifesting that attraction, I feel. Yes, attraction, that beauty. You're becoming, some of you started workout regimens. I don't know why that just came in. Some of you started beauty regimens. Some of you started getting dressed again. And I know it sounds weird, we always get dressed, but some of you actually start caring about what you look like for your own self, no one else. And you start taking care of yourself. And once you start taking care of yourself, your money, your home, your kids, once you start taking care of your business, you started manifesting this attraction. And now they're being more drawn to you more than ever. And that's great. That's something, and this is great to even just have for yourself. You went through a lot. You went through sleepless nights, anxieties, depression, low self-esteem. You weren't good at communicating your thoughts. You kept them inside, which caused you to have that lack of sleep. You always felt like you were being attacked no matter how many times you kept going to the masculine. But now you've really worked on yourself, and you've opened up your heart. You've opened up, what I'm saying is your solar plexus, so you're more grounded. You have more confidence in yourself. You know your abundance is coming in, and you've received the messages. You see she has a bird. And you've received these messages of synchronistic numbers. You've probably seen 99, 911. You've probably seen 1144, 1010. You've seen, and 5555. You've seen these numbers are talking about an 88 of change, abundance, and keep faith, and that's what's actually keeping you going, are those synchronistic numbers. That's beautiful. I love seeing that. Because last time I did a reading, you guys we were just a little all over the place. All right, Odin. Let's get a clarifier for Odin. Not all of them, please. Thank you. My masculine is on the top. How adorable. Like I said, 4 of Wands. They are looking into, now this isn't for everyone. They're looking to actually go forward and doing the union. They want to go into the relationship. Will they right away? I don't feel that. I think it's going to be something that I've been channeling, is they're going to come in for discussion. They're going to talk about stuff. They're going to get things out of the way. They're not going to just straight jump into it. Because if you straight jump into it, there's something wrong. That's personally what I've felt. Like, there'll be something wrong, because you guys got to talk about it. You can't just erase it all. And they now understand that. At that point, some of them just wanted to just forget all about it and start over. But now they're really looking into what they want out of the relationship they have with you now. And they want this union. They want this, this partnership, this forever love. They're, like I said, they're looking into it. You have 1111. They've become more awakened. They've seen this number. They've probably seen 4444 often too, which is simulating abundance. They're everything they've wanted, and they're looking right at it. Everything they've wanted is within you. Their family, their home, building a career. Yeah, they've probably already done that. They're very mature. Some of your masculines could be a bit older. If not, if they're younger, they're a lot more mature. They've built themselves up, and now they're ready for something they struggled the most, which was communicating to you about what they truly want with you. That is beautiful. That is awesome. Yes, and right now they're going through a 5 of Cups, disappointment, regret, depression. Some of them are leaving a karmic situation, and they're not seeing, and they weren't seeing the what they have behind them, which was the 2 of Cups, which is the union. But they are now turning that around, and they're becoming more grounded, and they're taking a closer look at certain things. They're healing. That's the beautiful part. So like I said, they're not, and you don't want them just to run right into it. You want them to put the work in, okay? Okay. So that was emotional. So let's get the blockage for the feminine. Blockage. What do I want? What is blocking the feminine for forward movement in this union? Yes, this one. Baba Yaga. And that's authenticity. So some of you are not truly being your authentic self. Some of you are not revealing who you genuinely are. Perhaps you're shy. Some of you are just very self-conscious, and that's blocking you from forward movement. And it's probably blocking that attraction towards them. If you probably did a test or not a test, but something happened where you showed yourself authentically who you are, and what you thought was bringing this out, this lovely creature, pull that. What you thought was bringing that out was actually bringing out your authentic side, which was bringing out that attraction, and that's what's drawing them to you. But some of you are regressing back because you're self-conscious, and you got to build yourself up. You got to work on that self-confidence, and I believe that's a cycle that some of you are going to be ending. You're ending the cycle of a lack of self-esteem, and you're gaining your opening your wings and spreading, allowing yourself to be true to who you are, and that's beautiful. Let's get a card for what's blocking the masculine. Flow. Some of them are fighting the flow of things. So like if things, like I said, a lot of them are going, especially going through the Tower moments, and some of them just have a hard time controlling on what that is. This is Poseidon. I say they don't know how to control. Some of them are now being overflowed with emotions, and it almost kind of brings out that King of Cups energy here, where they have so much emotion, but they don't say ish. I say they don't say ish about it. And the problem is that clogs you up in your chakras, and it actually halts your abundance, and it causes some stuff to kind of go haywire. This is why we have the Tower moments in their situations where they're having all this emotions, but now they kind of have some issues in the financial area, and then so they end up trying to put it all into work, focus all the work, hoping it goes away, but it's just intensifying for them. But they got to learn is to go with the flow. Open their heart, allow their heart. A lot of their hearts are already being opened, especially now more than ever, and they just got to learn to go with the flow of what they feel. Stop fighting it. Let's get a clarification for Baba Yaga. Yes, some of you have some healing to do from your past life or childhood. I feel like for you guys that there was some kind of bullying that you were that happened when you were a child, which causes the self-esteem to kind of go, haywire. And I feel like some of you have known your twins since you guys were kids, and they were the only person that treated you like a decent human being, but still the effect of what the world had on you put you in this low vibrational state of negative thinking on yourself, and that's something you have to continue to work on. Some of you are thinking back from the past. Maybe you met a divine masculine that said something that kind of got into you. I'm just going to throw a random one out there. You've gained some weight. I don't know why that came through, but you've gained some weight, and that kind of has, like, it's a small comment, and somehow it buried into your mind and it stayed there, and so it was forever locked in there. Whether you forgot about it or not, it was probably buried in your subconscious, is now being risen up as you ascend higher in your vibration, that's now being brought up, and now you're having to learn to be your authentic self. I'll tell you right now, I'm a giant silly person. I've not ever really been my authentic self to my twin. I am now. And one of the things, responses so far is, what's wrong with you? I really didn't take offense to it though, because I know who I am. I was like, yep, that's me. Laughing at corny jokes. But anyhow, but it's just learning how to be your authentic self and do not shy away from it. You know, weird is in apparently now, but weird is also genuine. I love it. Let's see. All right, let's get the Poseidon clarification, please. Why is they blocking that flow? What is blocking them? Okay, so another thing I wanted to, so another thing I wanted to share, you guys on the bottom of the deck for feminists have the Ace of Cups. You're blocking that offer coming in because you got to work on yourself. Now, I want to actually bring out this. This is very strong energy here. You have the Two of Swords, and you also have the Ten of Cups and Chariot. I line it really for Poseidon. So they're in a crossroads right now, and they don't know where to go. And they want to move forward, but they don't know how to go about this approach. They're not balanced yet, but the universe is now guiding them. Some of them are just, their heads are spinning because they're getting and given so much information that they don't know where to go. They just know that they need to go. And that's what's causing them to kind of fight the flow, is because they're now not knowing how to really go with the flow, go with the energy. But they want to, but they need to balance themselves out. And when they do, this is all they know. This is what I'm getting. This is all they know. They know that they're your person. They know that you filmed. You are everything for wish fulfillment, for everything. Being with you, I think, would grant them their world. But they don't know how to go about it. That is their block. Okay, and actually on the bottom, this is why I was like, oh, I see that. Justice. So you got some karma. We're going to be in Libra season. So I think during this time, they're going to be learning to actually go with the flow and go through with this. But my one thing I wanted to show you, the cycles are ending. You have the Ten of Wands here. Their cycles are ending right now, and it's because they had a lot of karmic debt that they had to balance out. A lot of masculines had a karmic debt situation, whether it be dealing with the heart, whether it be dealing with financials. They had a lot of stuff they had to balance out. All that buildup, it's time to pay. You get a loan and you spend. Well, guess what? It's time to pay up. And so that's what happened with them. And that's what their cycles are going, is through all these burdens right now. And some of them are just like a lose-lose situation, although it feels like winning. It really is just a lose-lose for them, because it's just one thing right after another. And that's what's causing them to not go with the flow, is because it's just one wave of problems comes in, and then the thing they got, and then another wave comes in. And it just kind of puts them in this imbalance where they're like, well, if this is what I want, this is what I feel, why can't I move forward? Why are you blocking me? And that's what I felt in the beginning of September. The masculines are going to attempt to come in contact for some feminines, but it's not happening because the universe is saying, no. You need to finish up your karmic lessons. You need to finish up cycles. And so, but this is going to be over. They're learning their lessons for some of them, and they're learning to go with the flow, and they're going to move forward, and they're moving towards their wish fulfillment, which would be you. You know, Ten of Cups is Lakshmi, as prosperity. It's very much similar. They're holding cups, they're together, they're happy, they're abundant, they're high vibration. You can feel it right off this card. It's beautiful. Let's get some future energies for you guys. Like I said, we're going to do this till October 5th. This is what I channel for myself, so we're going to do the same for you. All right, current future energies from now on the full moon for the feminine. Self-esteem. What did I just talk about, guys? Work on that self-esteem, and that's what you guys are doing. I told you I was channeling that one heavily. So you're building up your self-esteem. Like I said, some of you are buying new outfits. So outfits you may never wear, you're now wearing it. You're gaining confidence. You're gaining, so some of you start doing your makeup and stuff. I mean, whatever you guys want to do. Some of you are just building your self-esteem up, and that's what you got. You got Amaterasu is this goddess. And, sorry about that. And so you guys are building the self-confidence, and you're now rising up. Some of you are healing old wounds. And you're taking care of yourself. That is beautiful. Let's get future energy for the masculine. One card, please. Let's go this one. Travel. Interesting. You have travel. That is Garuda. And so some of them are going to be finally making that move and going towards you. Yeah, some of them may be going, not for everyone. They're going to travel. Perhaps maybe they're going to travel for work after getting a new job. Perhaps they're moving. They're taming the beast, and within, they're taming what they need. That's what I feel like, because if you see, he's holding this kind of, I'll say, rope on the creature. He's taming his negative side. He's taming himself, and he's now, once he sees what he wants, and he wants to go after it. That's what they're doing. So like I said, it could be a new job, but also I feel like it's definitely, they're going to come after the feminines. I mean, look at this. You can't really make that up. I see you, I want you, I'm going to get you. They're taking notice of you. As the more you build yourself up and your self-esteem, they're taking really good, very big notice of you. And I'll confirm that. I can confirm that with my own. All right. Let's go ahead and get, okay, that is way too many. I mean, they're good cards, don't get me wrong, but no, I don't want all those. Amaterasu. Let's get a confirmation. Just one card, please. One card. Oh my goodness. No, no, no. Just one. I'll take two, but just one. Please, universe. Thank you. Yes. After this moon phase, it's like an energy shift is going to go to you. A lot of you, if you're water signs, are going through a very emotional state right now, and that's causing your self-esteem to go down. But I feel like after this moon phase, just do your intentions, and you're going to suddenly just switch it like that, reverse into high gear, and it will come back. It will actually come back to you in a positive way, just like that. It's like after these cycles, you're now finding your path, so you know where you need to go, and you're now building up that self-esteem and that drive and that passion to go for it. Let's see. I have a feeling on something. So I'm feeling that look at that, the Nine of Swords. Like I said, some of them may be communicating with you and they want to do it fast. Like I said, they've been wanting to do it fast, but they've been blocked. And so I feel like that's what they're working on, is they're going to come over and reveal some things to you. Probably reveal that their party situation is over. Because I'll be honest, I do not feel, I'll take them. I do not feel their party anymore. So right now, as they come into balance and they made a decision, they intuitively know what they want, and they're now waiting for their ships to arrive. Some of them, they're waiting for confirmation from the universe to go for it, to go after you. And so I feel like some of them are getting messages in dreams. She has the Torah she's about ready to reveal. And the universe may be revealing something to them while they sleep. And once they get that confirmation, they may be asking for it to go in their sleep or through numbers. They're going to come and talk to you and communicate that. All those secrets, maybe they're about their emotions because they probably hid it. Like I said, it felt like a King of Cups energy with the Poseidon. And so they were just very poker face. They don't say squat to you. All right, so I want to get some channel messages from the Divine Feminine to the Masculine. Didn't want this one. No. What is this? From the Divine Feminine. When it comes to the heart, matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So what you're saying to your Masculine is still continue to go within. Know what you want. Follow your heart. And your heart will guide you home, which is me. It's time to come home. Sorry guys, that was a channel from the Divine Feminine. So right after that, I started channeling with the feminines. Wanted to truly say to them, this card gives it to you, but this, obviously you guys want it more. And you wanted to say, I love you. And I can't wait to have you in my arms. It's beautiful. Okay, let's get one from the Divine Feminine from the Masculine. What does the Masculine have to say? Balance. Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is both one that supports and challenges. I am working on what I need to. I am healing myself. I am seeing things I've never seen before. And it hurts. I'm really looking into how I've hurt you in the past, and it does make me cry. Because I wondered, how could you love such a monster, someone who did such things to you? How could you take someone back? How could you take someone back after what they've actually done to you? How could you ever forgive me? I'm sorry I've left you behind, but know that I'm healing with this and coming into balance. Know that you're always in the back of my mind. Before I go to bed, first thing I wake up, you're all I think about. I know I feel this connection with you. There's more to it, and I'm learning. I've tried to communicate with you, but something always happens. And I'm learning now that I think it's not by accident. I'm learning that nothing is by accident. You're in my life for a reason, and you're in my thoughts for a reason. You have my heart for a reason, and I'm going to find out why. And when I do, I'll come to you. How sweet. That is from the Divine Masculine. Alright guys, this has been a very long reading. I don't want to keep it so long, so I want to say you guys have a great one. I will see you on October 5th. I promoted it on my channel. I've actually teamed up with Twin Souls Network on the Facebook page if you want to go look into it. There's no Instagram for them yet, but I've actually teamed up with another reader, Chris Kine, and we do, we decided for now, we're going to do readings based off donations to help those who financially can't afford these things and to help guide and heal, because that's what we're here to help with as well. Okay, you guys have a wonderful day. Remember, think positive, build your team, have confidence, have balance. Have a good one, guys.